Hey everyone, long time no speak. Sorry about that. Last video I just was not feeling it, and I wanted to make sure I got something up, and yeah. And then for this one, there was supposed to be another one before this, and then like right as I got everything recorded, life got busy again, so I never got around to editing and doing the voiceover and everything. I would still like to upload that one, probably going to be on the quote-unquote, I'm not going to say it's going to be on the quote-unquote official date, so end of the month? We'll try for that, end of the month. So yes, hello! So this video's got some exciting stuff in it. First off, you might have noticed that the quality is infinitely better. I managed to get a nice DSLR camera and a new camera mount for my birthday from my parents, which it's been great. It works beautifully. It's not like a brand new one or anything. It's Canon EOS Rebel T1i, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. But it does what I want it to. I wanted to get a ring light at the same time so that you wouldn't have the terrible lighting issue to deal with, but I could only get so much. Money is a thing. So the other exciting thing that I wanted to bring up was this whole piece here is actually resulting from the fact that I'm in the process of planning out a comic, webcomic specifically, and it's called Recovering Gardenia, which I'm gonna write that at the top of this thing in a second, and I misspelled Gardenia to start with, and it haunts me every time I look at it now. But yes, I don't want to give away any spoilers or anything, but it revolves around dystopian plague doctor gangs, and the two main characters are is it sapphic? I feel like that's not the right word. Two women in a relationship. We'll say that because I don't know the technical term for it, and I don't want to say they're in a lesbian relationship because they aren't necessarily lesbians. I haven't decided that yet. But yes. So, along those lines, real quick, if you are, let's see if I can remember my list, a person of color, LGBT, neurodivergent, or a couple of other things, I am trying to make this like a super duper diverse comic, and I am not a super diverse person. I can't be like 12 of these things at once. So I'm looking for people that I can like ask questions and run ideas by and such. And I'll have a link to the post that I've got in the description. The post has everything that I've decided on so far that I want, and it's got like the numbers of people that I have for it and everything. The one thing that I really, really want to make sure I get, I definitely need more people of color, and I need people who have vitiligo. So if you are someone who falls into one of those two categories, or you know someone who does, please, I need help. Because I really want to make sure I get all this representation right. I have a need for diverse comics done right. Well, diverse everything, but you get the point. So I'm hoping that I'll be having a rough draft of the first part of this comic updating consistently in April, but that's a question mark. I was originally aiming for by my birthday, which was almost a week ago, and when the thing came up that made me not post videos, I suddenly ran out of time to do everything, including plan my comic. I've been crying on the inside this whole time, but I'm finally, I'm getting somewhere, I'm getting planning done, and I'm so excited. So excited. I came up with the name literally last night, and I was shaking with excitement. I'm having so much fun with this. Yes. So, fun fact about this whole thing, what I'm working on here is actually the cover of a sketchbook, which I made the entire sketchbook. I bound it all, I cut all the paper up, I cut up the covers, all that fun stuff. And I'm discovering I really like bookbinding, which doesn't surprise me, but bookbinding is fun. I really want to do more of it. And luckily, one of my friends, when her old roommate moved out, she left her a ton of art supplies, including 2 18 by 24 pads of paper, I believe, and they're like really bulky drawing pads, and one of them was completely blank, so I've been using paper to just bind sketchbooks, and I've used the board at the back of the other one for the cover here, and bookbinding. So, more related to the actual art here, because that's why you people watch, right? The flower is a gardenia, which hopefully, well, no, I won't expect people to assume that, because most people probably don't know what a gardenia is. But it's a really, really pretty flower. It's, I think it's a hedge, technically. And the flowers, I'd say, are probably about fist size from the images I've seen, and they tend to have this, like, spiral thing going on with the petals, and they're really pretty. And then I looked up the things that they represent, and it all just kind of falls in with the comic, so... Oh, my chair just broke. That was exciting. Also not good. Okay, and now my chair is not actually fixed, but less broken. Just the pegs came out of the base of it, and the leg. No, it came out of the leg attached to the base, and I stuck them back in. Should probably glue them back in, but shh, we can do that later. Quick fix has been achieved. So anyways, what was I talking about? Gardenias, probably? Probably. I don't really have anything else to say on gardenias, so on to what I'm actually doing. The drawing is just in gel pen, and then in a little bit you'll see me add in some colored pencils, which that's mostly for the leaves, and then there's a little bit of shading done with colored pencils, which I was hoping that the gray colored pencils would be lighter so it would look more like white, but I didn't have an accurate colored pencil, so I just worked with what I had. Also, I apologize for my hair being constantly in the shot. Usually I have a bandana that I wear to keep that from happening, but I didn't know where it is first off, and I didn't realize that it would still get in the shot to the degree that it did with my new camera setup, so I'm sorry. Hopefully that'll be something I can consistently fix in future. What else can I talk about? I'm out of speaking ideas. Frankly, I thought the topics I had would last longer. Oh well. I guess as far as audio is concerned, I will leave off the voiceover here. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to check out the comic related stuff, you can just head on over to my Tumblr, which I will link in the description. That'll have like when I start actually posting things about the comic, when I get the actual comic blog up and running and such, I will be posting all of that there. And then again, if you want to help me out with being a reference person for the diversity stuff, that link will also be in the description. I would really, really appreciate it. I'm I've gotten like a month so far, but there's still like the things that I need people for are the things that no one is signing up for. By which I mean, like, I'm not finding people that those things apply to. So please just, I would really appreciate help. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna run off here and enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.